Let's go, bro. That's not what I meant to do. Oof. Walla walla. What up, AA Ron? I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna let that nickname go, by the way. It's just so good. Hopefully you don't mind. No one does. How you doing? How's your evening going so far? What are thou up to? I feel like I need to bring in the camera closer. Just so I can properly work. Bam, bam, bam. It's been good just watching The Masked Singer. That hypnosis session also made my night a little better. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. You should go check out Zach Pinson's, because right now Zach Pinson's is live streaming on the TikToks. And he just started doing hypnosis. Somehow. Yeah, he's doing name amnesia and all that stuff. I just watched him. I didn't stay. I just mainly went to check him out and see what he was doing exactly. Yeah, the infamous Zach Pinson's is currently streaming. This is all kinds of questionable right now. I don't know about any of this. I feel like this is going to go horribly wrong very quickly. Alright, let's put you there. There we go. Woo, look at that. Alright, cool. That works. Bada bing, bada boom. Now you guys are more close and intimate. Now I can actually see how many people are online. How pleasant. Oh, let's shut the door so you don't see the ghosts in my house. I don't actually think there are any, but lots of live streamers are seeing ghosts and crazy stuff in their house. So, although I guess it'd be kind of cool, but I'd rather just not be bothered with that right now, because I'm probably gonna have to pull an all-nighter creating this lesson, as well as creating this, I was about to say YouTube, I mean there will be a YouTube video with it, but creating this hypnosis training. I'm trying to create a training for all my HypnoKick students to help them help other people by teaching them how to do virtual hypnosis. Tessa, hello! Hello, aka don't you dare point that at me. How art thou? Here we go. HypnoKick. Where's my training? Training. Old training. Let's do that. How we doing? What are we doing? What are we up to? What's up in our life? What's up in our where is it? Oh, it's right there. It's just titled differently, so I didn't recognize it. What is the difference between that and regular? Good, and glad to see you here. Thank you. It is good to see a familiar face such as yourself here as well. Alrighty. Also eating a bagel because I didn't feel lightheaded, but before I started class, virtual class, which was pretty interesting. It's very cardio-esque. A lot of punches, kicks. We did shadow boxing, which we haven't done in a while. And then we did tiger claw and tiger mouth, which we haven't done in martial arts in at least weeks before the quarantine started. So it was an interesting class. I know how the classes are going to go, so might be able to live stream a future martial arts training session if you guys want to see that. Right now I'm trying to figure out how. Wow, there's a whole lot I got going on in this training. So I'm basically trying to convert my old virtual hypnosis training into a new virtual hypnosis training and then upload it, because I now have people signing up to hypnokick.com's members area to learn hypnosis, and I'm turning it into like the Netflix of hypnosis. So every month there's either new material for old trainings or there's brand new hypnosis trainings. And someone just told me earlier today that they wanted to sign up. So I was like, well then, if you're going to sign up for hypnosis training, I should probably give you more hypnosis trainings. And I've had the same hypnosis training in there for months. So I figured, let's start working on creating new hypnosis trainings for people. So I figured we're literally living through a time where we're not supposed to leave our houses. So what better hypnosis training to give students than the hypnosis training that teaches them how to hypnotize anyone, anywhere in the world with an internet connection through webcam, and get paid to do it nonetheless. And how to market yourself, obviously, so that way you can get paid to do it. If not, at least reach out to people to hypnotize them. If you don't want to do it as a career, that's fine. The nice thing about HypnoKick is it teaches you how to use hypnosis as a hobbyist or professional, so it doesn't really matter what your aspirations are. You can learn hypnosis for whatever it is you want to do. Boop. Hypnosis sessions. There we go. Consulting. Ah, look at me go. I'm just like going through all the old stuff that I put in this training to help people understand and learn how to properly basically set up their own work from home hypnosis business. I'm probably only going to stream for about an hour though, because then when it comes to this stuff, I like to like get really deep into it and really concentrate. Because I'm ADD, it's very easy for me to get distracted, and knowing that you guys are there makes me feel like I have to talk to you, which obviously is the point of a live stream. But that being said, I don't mind talking to you guys until about 11. And then I'm going to get off and literally probably just spend all night creating this training and then creating a free hypnosis lesson in regards to the training. So for those not aware, I run another site called hypnokick.com, and every Friday I release a brand new hypnosis training so that you can learn hypnosis from the comfort of your own home. And what better time than now, because we literally have to stay in our houses. So why not stay in your house and learn a new skill? And since a lot of people still don't understand hypnosis, this is the perfect time to educate yourself. All of the learning material is very easy. I make it easy. Oh, feels like I just snort chlorine. Oh god, that burned. Oh, no clue what that was. And I forgot to fill up my water bottle. So what are we doing this evening to entertain ourselves beside watching my face on your screen for whatever reason you think that's a valuable thing to do? I should be careful. Water next to a laptop is a terrible idea. Live chat, come on. There we go. Now I can see everything. Writing a paper for college English. I remember those days. No part of me misses it. Props to you for adulting though, and actually doing what you're supposed to do. Psychology and marketing. Ah, look at that. That was all kind of nice. Ooh. I done good. I'm just looking at, because the guy who wants to join my training area right now in HypnoCake asked if he wants to learn how to market himself, but he's limited on funds. So it's like, well, the mentorship, the consultation, like a personal consultation or mentorship with me is very expensive for the average person. So just join the members area, it's like $30, and he's mainly trying to figure out how to market himself. And it appears in this training that I created years ago, I've already included, oh my gosh, who dat? Who dat? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Tessa is the first contributor to the John Waves live stream. Thank you, Tessa. Shout out to you. And thank you for the "You Are Amazing" little cartoon there. This is cool. This is how it works on YouTube. Interesting. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I also like the fact, the one thing I like about YouTube that, what am I trying to say? TikTok didn't do is I can see, I don't know if it's this way on your guys' screen, but I can see Tessa's little donation here, and it just stays there. I like that because, like, you deserve to get noticed if you're gonna contribute and donate. So thank you, Tessa, for the 19. Thank you. Part of me doesn't think me sitting here talking to my phone deserves that much, but that's why I appreciate it. You get more here than TikTok. Yeah, so here's the thing. So with TikTok, the 20, so I'd get like between 5 to 10. That I almost get like a full profit off of. So not only do I get almost all of it, but I get to see your face on my screen, and I get to give you a shout out. Tessa coming in clutch with the "You Are Awesome." Also, now I'm curious. So from the perspective of you, because now I've never done these things before. So when you donated it, does it like just come with that little cartoon saying "You Are Awesome," or do you get to choose that cartoon? I'm curious. Let me know. Because it'd be cool if like YouTube kind of did the thing like TikTok where like a certain amount equals a certain like cartoon character, or if you're the one choosing that. I'm interested to know. Alright, cool. So marketing. I got this. I like it. It stays up there for a hot minute. It really highlights you. I'm glad, because as I was saying on, hold on, you get to choose, and there are lots to choose from. All right, interesting, good. As I was saying on TikTok last night, or as I was trying to say before my live stream was cut, I like promoting those who support me, and you are literal first live stream example of someone supporting me. So I like the fact that it just puts you up there, and the however much you donate dictates how long you stay up there. But I like that because then it helps me, without me having to do any manual work, it helps me support you by just showing you, and then other people can look at you and go and follow, support those people that support me. I like that. Granted, the cartoons on TikTok are cute and fun and visual, but they're very short-lived. And oftentimes TikTokers are like, who donated? Because there's a delay between the time you donate and the time I see it. And sometimes by the time the TikToker sees it who's streaming, they're like, go follow this person. The person's name is already gone because there is the delay. So I like that puts you out there for a hot minute. Nice. Interesting. I'm just going through everything. Volunteer review. Hypnosis versus stage hypnosis. That's interesting. Cool, cool. I think I have everything I need. Sample scripts, I can do that. Psychology, easy peasy. Money, easy peasy. I can easily do narration. Alright, I think I literally have everything I need, so I can just hang out with you guys until the live stream is done. What's up? What questions do you have? What have you ever always wanted to know about hypnosis? Yeah, let me know what you guys want to know. If, of course, someone is in here that doesn't know anything about hypnosis and or has not seen me live stream before, let me know. Woo, we just got really close and personal with my bagel and I. Whoop, whoop. This is the closest we've ever been and probably will ever be on a regular basis. So again, shout out to Jess, dear Lord, I'm sorry, Tessa, for that. Appreciate you. Ooh. I tap your name and it goes, do you want to report them, remove it, put the user in timeout? What is this? What is she, 5? Put her in timeout? What does that even mean? I don't want to put you in timeout. Hide user on this chat. I don't want to hide her. I like Tessa. You leave Tessa alone, YouTube. Tessa's a good one. You leave her alone. I seriously don't know what timeout means, but I don't want to put you in it, so it doesn't really matter. It's weird. That's cool. I like it. Nice. I'm not gonna report you either. Are you the one that's were you the one that was on my live stream earlier yesterday saying that you have like a bunch of kids? Was that you? Ah. Also, who else is here? I know Tessa's here. I know Aaron's here. I can see 4 people up there. I don't know if it shows the same place on your screen, but it says 4 people right there for me. Let me know down in the comments, wherever the comments are. It's right here for me. Let me know who's here. Introduce yourself, because unlike TikTok, I can't see who joins. No, but I'm a nanny to 4, 2 sets of twins. Woof. Dang, still. That is some work. Unless they're like babies and they're just easy once you figure out their sleep schedule. Let me know. Who here? Tap no comments and comment your name. Or just be like, hey, you don't gotta comment your name, just say hey, your username will see. Will show up. I'll know. I'll know. Ah. My bagel's about to fall in my pants. Babies are worse. Ah, interesting. Do tell. I really feel like I should have been drinking tea. Like, Tessa, please, spill the tea. If I had a cup of tea, I literally would do that. No joke. That's interesting. Doesn't allow me to check on any of those things. YouTube is interessante. So I can switch the camera. You're gonna see my blinds. Exhilarating, I know. Switch back. Ooh, what does this thing do? What does this thing do? Blush? Interesting. I'm still here. Give me strength to write this. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Dana, you're still here. So there's one person I don't know who's here. Beam. Ooh. It's just easier once they can communicate other than screaming. That is logical. That makes sense. Look at all these filters. Oh my lord. Hello, Gianna. Or hola, señorita. I think. Or señor. Are we back? Are we good? Hello? Are you still there? Hello? Anyone? I don't know what just happened. Are we still alive? Are we still good in the hood? Okay, good. We're still good. Yeah. That's why immediately when I saw the circle on my screen, I'm like, go back to normal. I didn't do anything. When I let my curiosity run free and I give in my ADD, everything goes to crap. It isn't 2 a.m. like last night. That is fair. What time is it by you right now? It's laggy, but it might just be my computer. Oh, No, no. I'm being gross right now. 10. Oh. Whoa, I was on at 2 a.m. last night? Oh, it's 10 p.m. Yeah, no, yeah, that's about right. Was I on 2 a.m. last night? Oh, that's right. You were the one here. Oh, okay, yeah. Now I remember. You were here last night at 2 a.m. when me and Drew went on to try to test the live out and see how the live worked. I remember that. That's funny. Mm-hmm. I remember that. 10:34. So we're all in the same time zone. I'm guessing. So then, therefore, I'm guessing we got. Come on, YouTube. We got Gianna, we got Tessa, we got Dana, and we got Aaron. I'm guessing that's everyone that's on. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. We finally got testing figured out. The thing is, YouTube changed their studio space for creators like me, which means that things that used to be in one place have been reorganized and placed somewhere else, which just confused us. So I had to do some ironic Google and YouTubing to figure out where everything was to set everything up and enable everything like live stream and donations and all that stuff. No, I am next to Ohio though. Ah, two Ohio people. That literally just means we're neighbors. So, what up, neighbors? Although I'm closer to my home state of Indiana. This isn't my home state. I don't know why I said that. I'm closer to my home state of Illinois. Much closer there. Takes me a few hours to get over to Ohio, but I usually travel through Ohio like at least 3 or 4 times a year for shows. Pennsylvania, yep. So half my family is actually from Pittsburgh. So, I think last August I traveled, I did a show, I think 2 years ago I did a show in somewhere in like northwestern-ish Ohio. But then this past August I went to, where did I go to? I went to one, two. I went to one college, I think, in Pennsylvania. I went to 2 colleges in New York and 1 college in Virginia. But there was one year where I went and I did like 3 or 4 shows in Pennsylvania in like a week. Pennsylvania is hopping, bro. I called you bro. Last time I called someone twice my age or even older than me in general, over the age of 30, last time I called someone bro, they just questioned me hardcore. I'm in Akron, so northeast. I don't know, because I'm terrible at geography. I'll trust you. My most recent show was in southeastern Ohio, in the sense of southeastern Cleveland, Ohio. So I was southeast of Cleveland, and I was doing a Jewish Purim party. I understood what you mean. Cincinnati. Cincinnati is... I'm terrible with geography, I swear. Cincinnati is right by Kentucky, right? It's either that or nearest the middle. Bottom left. Gotcha. So, yeah. Yeah, by Kentucky. I only remember that because I was across the river from Ohio a few years ago. I was doing I was at a college conference for, what was it? I was at a college conference for basically getting colleges to want to hire me. And we all had dinner on the patio, me and my hypnosis and magic friends who are all in the college market. And we all ate dinner on the patio and looked across the river and made, and I think isn't Cincinnati the meth capital of Ohio or something? Or like cocaine or something? Isn't it a not great place? Am I right on that? Can't remember. If it is, I know that's probably a terrible way for me to remember the city by. Oh, it's not? Akron isn't very good. What is it then? I thought there's a city right across the river from Kentucky that I heard was like a huge drug capital. Cleveland is known for its gangs, I think. In general? Alright. Dayton, Ohio is bad. Dayton, Ohio. I know Dayton, Ohio. At least the name, Dayton, Ohio. Cleveland. Really? Is Cleveland bad? I honestly haven't noticed. I've traveled through there like a bunch of times, and I stayed there once at an Airbnb, and I've not had an issue yet. I suppose that's a thankful thing. But yeah, no, I haven't had any issues yet. That's interesting. The Airbnb was kind of weird because it was like a multi-duplex story house. So it was kind of weird. But I didn't get stabbed or raped or shot or mugged. So it was a good day. It was a good, safe traveling in. It's nice to tourists on the outside, but if you live there or travel there, it's really bad. Interesting. Well, at least it's nice to tourists. Yeah, maybe maybe I'll just remain a tourist then. I'll take you to the candy. Oh my god, 50 Cent. That's funny. I see okay, so it's so weird seeing young girls on TikTok dancing to songs like that. Hello again, Ellen, how are you? Found the Discord user. Found the Discord user? What? Howdy. Um, it's just so weird going back on topic that like I literally see young girls dancing to the Candy Shop by 50 Cent. I'm like, you're 9. Don't air hump. Don't hump the air. Don't grind the air. What's wrong with you? No. No. And it makes so much more sense to me now why when I was like 7 or 8, I thought it was really cool to pretend like I was getting on a motorcycle. So one of my dance moves when I was a kid, just like I made up, would be me pretending to get on the motorcycle and then thrusting in the air going vroom vroom. And then I now understand why my parents told me to stop that. Don't grind the air. Yeah, my parents used to be like, don't do that, you're not allowed to do that move again. I'm like, why? It's just a dance. They're like, no, it's a bad dance. I'm like, how's it a bad dance? And I went to bed like, how is getting on a motorcycle a bad dance? Now in retrospect, I'm like, wow, that was terribly inappropriate. Just an 8-year-old in his front yard, just thrusting and grinding the air, vroom vroom. Now here's the catch. Have you heard of the secret subject? She's a test. No, I don't think so at least. I might have, but I just might not remember the name. Um, but here's the catch. They didn't like me doing that dance move in my front yard. Let me tell you, we lived in the country. They're embarrassed about their 8-year-old son doing a hip thrust dance move. Living in the country, surrounded by 3 fields. Who's gonna see me thrusting my front yard air? That was my defense. Like, why are mom and dad so defensive? There's no one that lives here. I hate to see kids floss. That just looks wrong. Biscuits and moonshine. Dude, I low-key want a drink, and I have a fridge of drinks, I have some stuff in the freezer, and I have a liquor cabinet, but I'm telling myself I'm not allowed to until I create this training tonight. Embarrassed that no one will see. Seriously. Yeah. I did a lot of things growing up that made very little sense. Demonetized. Get on a motorcycle. Vroom, 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 vroom. Oh, I lost monetization? Okay. What if I just say vroom, vroom and don't move? That's sketchy? Just quit with the vroom? Okay, quit. Quit with the vroom, vroom. Even though I literally make it so I tag all my videos as not safe for kids, so. How dare there be light talk of alcohol in this family-friendly channel? Caitlin Goggin, what up, peeps? Helen Vroom. Family friendly channel. Yeah. 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 Let's call it that. Let's good marketing. Good marketing. Let's call it a family friendly channel. Even though literally none of my videos can technically be considered for kids. So, there's one thing I think that's dumb is even if you are a kid channel, you should be allowed to monetize your stuff with kid adverts. From how are you? My brother ran through a field with nothing but STP sticker on his butt. We're a country too. That is an image I wasn't aware that I was going to have by the end of the today. Thank you for that. But like a kid channel, I think they should still be able to monetize, but with kid-only friendly advertising that's dictated by the YouTube organization. But instead, YouTube's like, no, if you're a kid channel, you're just completely demonetized. That's dumb. What's your best book about hypnosis? Well, I only have one book currently. My book is 4 Steps to Hypnotize Anyone, and that is through hypnokick.com. That just teaches you the like basic summarized history and how-to of hypnosis. I'm a city liver. The first time I saw clear sky was when I was like 12. Jeez. He was 4. I forgot to say that. He was 4? Oh, that makes way more sense. Ah, that's actually funny now. I was just thinking of like literally a grown man streaking through the forester field with a sticker on his ass. I heard Mr. What? I heard Mr. Kicks makes a good book. Don't know him. Honestly, I honestly don't really read much hypnosis stuff anymore. The stuff I used to read was by Anthony Jacquin and the UK Head Hackers, and then my friend and colleague Chris Jones suggested that and gave me a copy of his book Hypnotherapy. I think that is probably one of the best books because while it doesn't teach you how to do hypnosis, it explains the physiological changes that happen to your body when you genuinely get hypnotized that you can't actually physiologically fake scientifically. I'm not sure there's a way to consciously fake it. And then it goes through, stories about how it's been used in the medical field and sexual therapy and this and that and the other thing. So I always, always, always recommend people go read Hypnotherapy by Dave Ellman. Fractionation is fun. I've not heard that term in a long time. What did you say that book was called? Man, if you didn't ask. Oh yeah, Hypnotherapy by Dave Ellman. Best favorite hypnotist? Darren Brown. He's up there. He's just so damn hard to beat. Like, I haven't seen anyone as creative as him. Now, for a while, Keith Berry was coming in clutch and being very creative, but I've noticed he performs a lot of the same stuff, and while it was interesting to first see his stuff, and he now follows me on Twitter, I don't know, I feel like Darren and his creative team are always always coming up with something new and interesting, intriguing. Not that Keith Berry isn't interesting or intriguing, but a lot of Keith's stuff, I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't honestly watched any of his performances recently or shows, whatever. But a lot of it seems more classic or kind of repeated, if you will. Which is interesting because one of my friends just said that she watched his hypnosis and saw that some of his hypnosis demonstrations were just being repeated. As time goes on, she said that she hasn't seen him do much variety, as where I am consistently preaching to my students on hypnokick.com, and I'm telling myself like every year, you gotta switch up something. And for the past few years, I've been tweaking cliche, and now I'm creating a brand new show called Limitless. And but yeah, I would say Darren Brown first, probably. And I mean, he's the most highly revered in the field worldwide. And then Keith Berry is definitely up there. Even if he doesn't change all of his stuff, I just like his accent. Accents are cool. I like his accent, and I like his showmanship, but Darren Brown, for me, has always been on the top of his game. Aw, thanks, Helen. I said that so sarcastically. I just don't view myself that way, I suppose. Favorite induction to perform. So my most used one is Handshake Interruption, which is taught in HypnoKick's members area. It's the very first thing you learn because it's natural, easy, and safe, assuming you're doing it properly the way I teach it. But one of my more interesting routines I've grown fond of for stage hypnosis is FaceTime hypnosis. And that's more of a reinduction. It's not a good induction for initial induction if someone's never been hypnotized before. So if someone's never been hypnotized before, I would say pattern interrupts. Yes, pattern interrupts. I would say handshake interruption induction for first one, and then one of my growing favorites has become FaceTime because hardly any other. I've not personally seen any other hypnotist use it, but I know certain hypnotists I've talked to or certain hypnotists that have watched my material have suddenly adopted very similar concepts in their shows. Interesting. So it's kind of interesting that to see. I went from being the guy that I wasn't even aware until months later. Someone told me that there was someone at a college conference that was saying that like I was trying to steal their business and I was just a kid on the new kid on the block trying to steal everyone's stuff. And I was like, I'm just trying to get a piece of the pie like all the other entertainers. Come to find out that I'm that the new kid on the block that some people are nervous of is now being replicated by other hypnotists. And now other hypnotists are literally adopting some of my own uniquely created concepts into and implementing them into their own show. And if anything, I guess it's a compliment. Like I said, I didn't see them do that before. Darren Brown, all he does is patter, interrupt induction. Yes. Yay. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's a nice little compliment. Lets me know that I'm doing something right. If someone thinks it's good enough for them to somehow incorporate into their own performance, yeah. It's kind of like when, was it my business coach told me years ago, if someone is trying to steal and replicate your stuff as their own, then you know you've made it. And 2 years into hypnokick.com, 2 years into creating my second company, HypnoKick, someone tried to steal one of my trainings and then literally stream it on their YouTube channel. And thankfully, I have some very attentive and interested fans, followers, and students who researched enough things on the internet. Well, gotta go. Get back to my shift. Bye for now. Have a good shift. Stay healthy, stay safe. And apparently, yeah, they just tried to take my stuff and stream it. So I told YouTube, I was like, hey, that's my stuff. You can't have copyright on hypnotic inductions. No, I'm not talking about hypnotic inductions. I'm talking about the routines I was doing, or how I would go about getting routines. You too. Thank you. Technically, actually, you can. Because I think I know someone who has legal rights over what they call, and it's actually my business coach, he's a hypnotist in the UK, Rob J. Temple. I think he has, or had, legal rights over what he called the seesaw induction, which was just doing the light and heavy arm and hand test to see who is most suggestible. And then whoever responded the best to it, he would take the arms, whatever one was up, and bring it down, whatever one was down, bring it up, and then cross them over and pull the person down. And again, I could be wrong, but I was pretty sure he had some sort of legal ownership over that specific movement and induction. And I know for a fact that he sold it as his own induction for years, about like 5-6 years ago. He was selling it online to other hypnotists. No way, it's a very old induction. I did not really see it before him, but interesting to know. Yeah, at the end of the day, I know a lot of hypnotists argue that there's really nothing original, and I think it's kind of like Hollywood. There really isn't a whole lot original. We're all pretty much rehashing the same old information, but in a different manner, and that's really what HypnoKick is doing. It's saying, hey, here's what the classic cliche hypnotists are doing. Now here's how to mix it up. Because at the end of the day, that's why I have the clients I have now. Because the clients I have now are either repeat clients from last year, or the years before, or they're brand new clients who haven't seen my New Age Hypnosis show. And all my New Age Hypnosis show is a New Age approach to old stuff that other hypnotists aren't doing. And I explained that in my show Cliche. I explained, here's what the cliche hypnotist would do, so here's what we're going to do instead. So like one of my biggest, initially, one of my big things was a cliche hypnotist is going to hypnotize you to make you think you're a superhero or make you into your own superhero. And I was like, why aren't we making people into martial artists? Why don't we teach people a little bit of martial arts during a live hypnosis show? I saw no other hypnotist was doing that. At least not anywhere on the internet. No one was recording it, no one was posting it. And I knew there are martial arts hypnotists, but I didn't see anyone doing it full scale with everyone on stage. And then I realized no one's taking it into the audience. No one's making the hypnotized volunteers chase the hypnotist through the audience in super slow motion to try to attack them. Again, I saw other hypnotists do a variation, but not to that scale, not to that effect. And then there was another thing I thought about like the year later that I tweaked about that routine that made it even better, and not only made it so that people that were in the audience could tell for a fact that their friends and peers were in fact hypnotized and weren't faking it, but I found a few ways to tweak it so that way the audience liked it, the volunteers got a little bit of exercise, a little bit of knowledge, and I found a way to give myself free publicity every single show without trying much. But that was all through years of performing, years of tweaking, and still up to date, I don't see any other hypnotists doing it. And the thing I do at the very end of that routine now is a major free publicity stunt that literally, depending on how big your audience is huge for the hypnotist. But I don't see them doing it. I see them doing it in other ways, but that's a really good way on top of what I also do throughout the rest of my show to gain free publicity. Because who doesn't like not having to pay money? So there is a lot of rehash, you are right. A lot of things are old, are very classic, or as I say, cliche. And cliche isn't bad. Cliche is only cliche because it's been working, right? It's been around for a while. It's effective. That's why it's considered a classic, because it works and it's effective. So I have no real personal issue with it. I just know it's been easiest for me to market as New Age and then teach people how I approach things. And so far, it's done pretty well. No one's complained yet, so pretty happy with that. I do look forward to taking a Marks of Art training, or at least seeing a Marks of Art show in the future. I talked with him on YouTube about a week or two ago and connected with him, and told him that when everything dies down and I have the ability to travel again, I look forward to going to Vegas, because I was trained in Vegas when I was 19. I went to Vegas for like 3 days when I was 19 going to university, and that's where I learned hypnosis. But Marks of Art was not part of the training group yet, so I did not have the privilege of seeing him and getting trained by him like students later on did, when that training group was still around. But I do still look forward to meeting him, getting ideas from him. Because also, he's like one of the most genuine people in the field. I don't think people realize how much negativity is in the field of hypnosis. And like how many hypnotists just don't like each other. It's really weird. I was very shocked when I first learned that, and when I finally went to a convention like an APCA or NACA for colleges, and I learned that there were people that didn't like me because I learned that there's one person that didn't like me because I had a jacket that on the back said, "Let me hypnotize you." And the person didn't like the fact that I had a custom jacket. There is a lot of hate. This person didn't like the fact that I had a custom jacket and said that I was trying to steal all the business. And I'm like, bro, I didn't say this to him because I didn't know this was happening at the time until again months later. But the person who told me on the phone, I was like, bro, I was just going there to try to make a name for myself and just try to get a piece of the pie, try to introduce myself to colleges I've never seen before and entertain students in a way they've never experienced. Because based on my market research, my show is not something that most other hypnotists provide. And that's the reason I get so many rebookings from certain colleges and high schools. And I'm just trying to introduce myself. And apparently it threatened people, and it literally made people not like me, which I thought was odd. Well, I guess there isn't a lot of business to go around, seeing as most people don't know anything about hypnosis. Well, there's a difference between not knowing much about hypnosis and experiencing it. Because one thing I've learned is people are always going to misunderstand what they don't understand. And the best way for people to understand things is to experience it. And there have been a lot of shows where people tell me, oh yeah, well this person or that person I know got hypnotized, but I didn't because I was afraid. And then I hypnotize them, and then they understand and accept it, type of thing. What do you think about Tom Silver? The name sounds familiar, but I can't say because I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. Do not know him well enough. I'm at a point, honestly, where to avoid all the negativity from the hypnosis community, I just don't research other hypnotists anymore. I don't really research other hypnotists. I don't look into what other people are doing unless I'm trying to do market research for my show to make sure that I'm still coming up with fresh, new, good quality material. I know the name, but I'm not fully aware. What do you say to people who don't believe in hypnosis? Cool. Not a religion. No belief required. What is it actually that you think hypnosis is? That would be about my general response. Because automatically when people say I don't believe in hypnosis, you can't hypnotize me because I don't believe it, is them indirectly admitting that they don't understand what it is. Because it's not a religion. So that's why I used to get really defensive, like, no, you can get hypnotized, just let me make you believe. And I'm just like, nah, man, it's not worth it. I've been doing it for enough years. I'm just like, it's just best to have a calm, collected demeanor and to respond from the perspective of understanding why someone is making statements that they're making. And to say that if someone goes, oh, you can't, I don't believe in hypnosis, so you can't hypnotize me. Well, it's not a religion, so there's no belief required. So what do you think hypnosis is that you think it requires belief? What is your perception on what it is? Why do you think that any type of belief is required to experience something that you literally experience every day? Let's talk about it. What's your knowledge, if any? And just talk to them calmly, nicely. Don't be a dick. Because there are a lot of those out there. I know there's a hypnotist on TikTok that one of my students went to and tried to communicate with him, and the hypnotist would completely ignore him. So I try to be considerate. I try to be Fort Worth. I try to be, what's that word for people who like, cordial. I try to be cordial. Yeah, cordial. Look at that English. So fun fact, that just reminded me, the fact that I couldn't remember that word reminded me, I watched a Minefield episode on YouTube Premium that said part of the reason we have hard times remembering certain words or names or things in our own native language is because we made it all up. Cordial. Yes, I try to be cordial, just because, again, a lot of hypnotists can be really shitty with each other. So when it comes to another hypnotist, I try to be cordial. When it comes to people who are non-believing and being very negative when it's not necessary, again, I try to be cordial. Caitlin, what's up? I did say I was going to get off at 11, but whatever. I already said I was going to stay up for hours creating a training, so I'll stay up. I'll give you guys another half hour. Besides, Tess came on here, and like a boss, Tess was my first ever live stream donator, so whether or not she's on here, I'm going to stick around. What's your opinion on JS? She's cool. I like her. I've also worked with her, so I guess I'm biased. I didn't get the notification and I have it on. That's weird. And yes, a fellow Caitlin joins the chat. Yay, yes, Tessa, thank you for the donation earlier. Because of you, I will just stick around. I will also do a new magic trick. I'll have to think of something, but I will do also a magic trick before I leave because Caitlin got on my TikTok earlier and just spammed me with a bunch of same name respect. Not Caitlin Goggin, but the other Caitlin came on my TikTok earlier and spammed me with a bunch of concerts and I'm Very Riches. So yeah, so fun fact, a lot of hypnotists actually start out in magic. I started out in magic. I started performing professionally about 10? Yeah, about 10 years ago. And I then got into mentalism through magic, and then the psychology of mentalism and some of the magic was kind of the gateway drug into hypnosis. So I started doing private house parties when I was like 18. I do believe in hypnosis, however, no one wants to work with me. Mikey, big B speaks. Mikey B. What up, brother? I'm from Kingstree, South Carolina. Did you hear about me when I passed through there earlier, last year? He's really good at magic. He always impressed me. I thought you. I misinterpreted that. I thought it was saying he always needs to improve or something, and I was like, whoa, okay, way to hit me with the truth there. I didn't. So I think I performed in. It might have been North Carolina then, but yeah, I performed for Guilford College, I think it is, or Guilford University, and I ended up just having a stage full of college women, and I hypnotized them in the audience and then on stage last year. Not last year, it was the year before that then. Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, I've passed by through there. And I also went to South Carolina when I was a kid, because we used to travel a lot. Yeah, I'm doing one-on-one sessions. If you want to schedule one right now, all my sessions are 50% off. I will happily get on Skype with you and do a session with you. Sounds absolutely terrifying. No, not really. No. Hypnosis is all good in the hood, man. Here's the thing, especially with women, anytime I hypnotize women who previously expressed fear of getting hypnotized, how much? So right now, everything's 50% off. So right now, 30 minutes is 50, and a 1 hour session is 100. Typically, it's double both of those. Because, well, partly because I stepped away from hypnotherapy, partly also because, well, many reasons, but yeah. So currently 30 minutes for 50 or 60 minutes for 100. I'm talking about hypnotizing in front of that many people. My anxiety could not. So 30 minutes is 25? No, 30 minutes is 50. Typically 30 minutes is 100 and 60 minutes is 200, because that's what I used to charge when I was actively doing hypnotherapy. Or even doing comedy sessions online. So typically it's $200 an hour or $100 per half hour. Right now it's only $100 an hour, 50 per half hour. And I'm doing I'm about to just fall asleep on my floor, too lazy to take 2 steps to get to my bed. I feel that I did a home workout the other day. I literally just laid on the floor for minutes and minutes and minutes. I just lay there, and I was like, I would be legitimately content with just sleeping on my face right now. But yeah. Do you have any other job? Do you live with parents? No. No. I moved out of my parents many years ago. Thank you. I got the hat custom made when I was on tour years ago. No, this is my house. This is my house. I'm talking to you on my phone. I live completely on my own. I run my entertainment company, John Way's Corporation, from here. I talk with clients and I book clients from my home. And then I teach hypnosis through hypnokick.com. And yeah, I also consult artists and I mentor certain artists to help them get to where they want to be with their career. So like right now I'm consulting a TikTok magician who's 19, and I'm consulting him to learn how to start charging money and how to start getting clients and how to start performing professionally and how to make magic his full-time job. Kind of like hypnosis is my full-time job. Although right now there's a whole lot of nothing going on because, well, we're all quarantined. So I started TikTok, and once I got over 1,000 followers on TikTok, I started live streaming, and I started doing magic and hypnosis on TikTok, and they suspended me, so I came here. Do you like the job of being a hypnotist? Hell to the yes. It's my favorite job. If you're looking for a virtual assistant, pick me. Oh, that reminds me, I should probably say, me and my student Drew are hosting a live virtual hypnosis session that's also going to be turned into our next YouTube video, or my next YouTube episode. I think next Thursday night we're hosting a live session for everyone over 18 or older. Coronavirus affects you, I bet. So it does in the sense of it affected my business. One of my clients literally just emailed me hours ago saying that they were canceling my show. So I'm currently convincing them just to rebook me for next year. I hate TikTok right now. Why do I hate TikTok? When and where is that live? So the live is going to be on Zoom, and we are going to, right now I'm confused, because I'm the businessman. Drew is just an entertainer. I'm the work from home entrepreneur. Well, I mean, we both do, but I'm more of the logistic and technical side because I have a business coach, like I said earlier. I have a business coach that teaches me a lot of technical stuff. So I'm going to be working everything together to get things together. Is 18 plus because it involves kink or because it's just hypnosis? Because it's hypnosis. And because we're going to be hypnotizing people for at least an hour, and YouTube doesn't like videos with kids. That's how one of my friends, Brizzy, got kicked off because someone apparently went and violated or reported a bunch of his videos, even though none of his videos had people under 18, or if they did, they had like parent or teacher permission. But about to say I have nothing better going on. But yeah, we're gonna be doing, and it's gonna be $10. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be at least $10, and that will be at the very least the early bird price. I know. So me and Brizzy are actually working on something together, but because of the corona, we can't really finish the thing that we're working on together. But I do have some stuff coming out with Brizzy in the future, and I have some stuff with OnlyJS. I know someone asked about OnlyJS earlier. I like her. She's cool. She's been real authentic to me, and we still have other big projects coming. Because it messed up one of my vids that I posted when I put it together, it was different of how I wanted it to be. When I posted it, it changed it. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that's done it to me sometimes. So sometimes I've spent like an hour editing a dumb 15-second TikTok that should have been fine the first time. Gold Stuff, is she on YouTube? Gold Stuff? I don't know who that is. But yeah. And now your message are being retracted. I don't know if that's YouTube or if you retracted your own message, but that was weird. 1111, make a wish. I hope a lot of people come to the show next week and have fun. There's my wish. Jace is if that's what you were trying to say. Jace is if that's what I was trying to say. What? But yeah, is in YouTube. I mean, Jace is in YouTube. Jace is on YouTube. I mean, yeah, Jace is on YouTube. I'm so confused. Just rewrite the whole thought. Because trying to write parts of your thought that weren't fully in the original comment makes it very hard for my ADD to catch up. And then I lose it. Typos. Yep. So yeah, no, Jace is cool. I like him. I like her. Wow. I was thinking about Brizzy. And I have different things coming out with JS. JS will be both on my John Way's channel for entertainment as well as my teaching HypnoKick channel, because we just have like a huge project that we're going to do with her and other people. And then additionally also going to do some stuff with Brizzy, which I've already contacted him about and gotten okay from him to do. I thought that's what Trex meant in his retracted message, so I want to say yes, Jace is on YouTube. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha, mate. But yeah, Brizzy got. We think it was some crazy lady from the UK that was spamming Brizzy because she was a fan but didn't know how to get his attention. So she pretended like she was from a TV network, and then when everything came crashing down because he realized that she let him on for months and months and there was no TV production, he wasn't going to get paid. He lost his mind, and then she apparently, out of anger or something, the theory is she went and reported a bunch of his videos. But long story short, just to keep things safe, it's just best if people 18 or older are at the virtual hypnosis show we're doing. What makes a good candidate for hypnosis? Trust me, be open-minded, go with the flow. Poor Brizzy, he had some great content. He did. Brizzy is on YouTube as well. Yeah, Brizzy was on YouTube before I was, I think. Brizzy is actually literally the reason that my channel went from 300 followers, which was so damn difficult to get it past that mile marker years ago. So he helped my channel go from 300 on YouTube to helping it get its first 1,000 followers. And then I did 2 collabs with JS, and the most recent collab I did with JS, called Mind Controlling JS, blew up my YouTube again. I say blew up. To me, having hundreds and hundreds of people subscribe to you in a short period of time is blowing up, because I'm not used to the kind of growth that she had. Like, she has like hundreds of thousands of people. It's crazy. Hundreds of thousands? Thousands of, yeah, what I said. Yeah, go look him up on YouTube. I think Brizzy's still on YouTube if you just Googled Brian Douglas Ahern. Is he an older hypnotist? He hasn't been on the app for a while. I don't think he's on TikTok, but on YouTube, I think he's just Brian Douglas Ahern now. So yeah, and as far as I'm aware, he doesn't use TikTok. His main passion. So like my main passion is performing and teaching. His main passion is cartoonist. He's a professional cartoonist, like I'm a professional performer and teacher. So he primarily focuses on that, and I focus on this. I remember one time he brought me to a show which I was helping him with, and I helped film it, and then he invited me in to do like a 5 or 10 minute set of my own, and I just did 1 or 2 routines I thought were like the best routines for my show, but apparently in his mind it was upstaging him because they were much more creative, high energy, and psychologically devious than his stuff. His stuff is very playful. My stuff is very psychological. And so when he got back on stage, he just gets the microphone and he gets the microphone and goes, "Way to upstage me." I'm like, whoops. Yeah, I know. That's one of the ways that Brizzy blew up my channel is when I finally let him hypnotize me. I don't typically enjoy letting people hypnotize me. Just not something I'm personally interested in. But every now and then, I'll let someone like Brizzy or Chris Jones do it because I trust them. Random, but for some reason, your voice makes me really happy. Thank you. Those were fun. A lot of people like those. A lot of people like those. Brian Douglas Ahern, his channel? Yeah, should be. I've not personally gone to research or check up on him in a while, so I don't know if it's still there or moved or not. But I know that was one of his channels for a while, and when his initial entertainment hypnosis channel got shut down, that one was still active. But yeah, last video was a year ago. Yeah, so credentials for a good hypnosis subject. Be open-minded, don't overanalyze things, go with the flow, just trust me, just let yourself experience the experience, don't fight it. That's really all you gotta do. There's really not much to it because hypnosis in and of itself is something we all experience every single day in multiple different ways. It's just that with virtual hypnosis or stage hypnosis or street hypnosis, that's hypnotic phenomenon. That's where you're so mentally, physically relaxed. Don't fight it. Yeah, don't fake it. Don't fight it. Yeah, don't do that. That's not cool. Is there any easy way to establish rapport? Just be nice. Just be nice and talk. There's a lot of ways you can subconsciously and consciously do it. So just being nice and being accommodating. A lot of people have gone from skeptic to believer, or a lot of people have gone from not being sure how they feel about me to liking me just because I've been nice and I haven't been a dick. And if they have a question, even if they think it's a dumb question, I answer it thoroughly. If they didn't get hypnotized and they're like, well, I don't believe it can work because you tried to hypnotize the audience but it didn't work on me, I'll do a post-show demonstration. One-on-one is always more effective than group, which is why sometimes people during stage shows walk off stage, because group hypnosis is like watching a YouTube video. A YouTube video cannot 100% statistically hypnotize everyone because it's made for a general audience. It's not made for any one specific viewer, which is why some people are like, oh, it didn't hypnotize me. It wasn't made for you. It was made for the few people that it would naturally statistically work for. That's why people, if they don't feel like they can get hypnotized, need to go see a professional hypnotist one-on-one. They can read you and they can accommodate you better. How do you handle floppers? I let them do their job. I let them flop. Let them flop. I've never had an issue with a flopper. If they flop out of a chair, they flop out of a chair. It's not like they're standing and they're going to go head forward or head back on the stage. Anytime someone's been standing, they always catch themselves, or they just allow their knees to crumple and then they kind of fall on their side. Thing is, it's not mind control. So when I say sleep and people fall, they're fully conscious, awake, and aware of what's going on. So they're going to catch themselves because they don't want to get hurt. I don't want them to get hurt. I don't have mind control powers, so just because they're relaxed doesn't mean they can't control themselves. So they just catch themselves. But typically speaking, floppers for me only occur in chairs, in the sense that they just fall out of their chair and just let them. there's nothing wrong with it. Again, unless your unless your volunteer is going head first, which should never happen if you're doing things properly, it's not a problem. And I've never had a problem in all the years I've been touring, online or in person, with floppers getting hurt or having lasting headaches or thinking they want to sue me because suddenly they have a migraine. As long as you're performing properly, safely, you should not be having an issue with floppers. Sometimes I'll hypnotize someone, I'll shake their hand and they'll lean on the person next to them and then they'll just kind of roll off the person onto the floor. That happens. Sometimes I'll hypnotize someone and they'll like be jerked forward and they might fall forward, but they won't go head first. People always, interestingly, just kind of curve and tilt to the side and they always fall on their arm or shoulder and then just roll onto the floor. I had one person, I think, that fell and banged their head, but they fell on their side first. And then they bang their head. And what's interesting is, in the same sense that, which I found out from friends who have babies, because I'm scared to hold babies. I'm afraid I'm going to drop it and head is going to like explode everywhere. I have a really weird fear. Is making someone quack or whatever real. It can be, and I'll explain that. But sometimes things look and sound more painful than they are, because there was one girl in Iowa who fell out of her chair during one of my shows, and she hit her head, and you could hear it, and everyone's like, oh my god, she's probably got a concussion or whatever. She woke up, she literally felt like almost nothing. And I asked her after the show, how do you feel? She goes, well, I feel good. I'm like, well, it's probably because of the adrenaline from being hypnotized. I came back to her even later, and she's like, no, seriously, I don't feel anything. I'm not hurt. And I was like, oh. And one, obviously, I'm the hypnotist, so I'm going to make sure my volunteers are safe. But on the other hand, again, it's kind of like a baby. My friends have said you can drop a baby. If you accidentally drop a baby, and almost all my friends have dropped their babies, the baby's head is much thicker and protective than people think it is, which I found interesting. In the same sense, a young adult's head, if you fall on your side first and then your head as opposed to head first, it's not going to be as impactful, and they're probably going to be okay. Doesn't it hurt anyways because they're okay? YouTube, I need you to let me read the comments. Doesn't it hurt less anyways because their muscles are relaxed? Yes, that's a very good point. And that's something that, and Tessa, I'm going to get back to your comment in a moment. That's something that we're taught in martial arts too, is if you're in a fight and you relax, it's going to hurt less if someone punches a muscle. It's gonna hurt less. In the same way that statistically, if you're drunk driving, you're going to end up with less physical injuries to your body than those who are not drunk driving get into a really bad accident, because people tense up. And when you tense up, it focuses all that tension right there. And so if something hits that, it's going to bruise, because you're just focusing and combining all that tension into like one spot. But if you just completely loose and limp, then just like martial arts, when we fall and we're supposed to kind of like allow our arms to go to the side and kind of slap the ground, that disperses the energy of falling. So yeah, so hitting the ground is going to disperse the energy through the body. It's not just going to be concentrated right here and then cause bruising. I've never had anyone bruised. So yes. How many is many? How many is many what? Like when their neck flops, it doesn't strain it. Yeah, as long as they don't have any pre-existing physical condition, like they weren't in an accident and hurt their neck, or they don't have arthritis or something, or back issues, it should be fine. Babies' heads are flexible too. Interesting. I've gotten many concussions. I thankfully have only gotten one full-on concussion where I went blind, and then a near partial concussion the other month in martial arts almost. Whew, that's a lot. How many is many? I've had many floppers in general. I can't count because I don't remember everyone. But I've had many floppers in general, but none that have caused, nothing that's been super serious or needed any medical attention for any reason. You play a sport? I used to play sports. Technically, they are considering martial arts a sport right now, so I do that. But I used to play baseball and soccer. And Tess, is making someone quack or whatever real? It can be. And what I mean by that is, hypnotic phenomena is the phenomena of reacting to commands that the hypnotist gives you under the mental physical state of hypnosis. When you're hypnotized, and you're that relaxed, it's much easier for you to tune in with your creative mind. Your creative mind is what makes my commands real to you, because your perception is your reality. So if you perceive something to be dangerous, your heart's going to quicken, you're going to go, your breathing is going to be quick and shallow, because your perception creates the reality of fear. So a hypnotist just kind of provides you with a framework of perception, and that creates your reality. And because you're so mentally, physically relaxed, your mind just accepts everything, and your creative mind is able to more easily create that perceived reality for yourself. So if people are told under hypnosis that they're a chicken or they're a duck, if they're really creative minded and they want the experience, which is why they're getting hypnotized anyway, then whatever the hypnotist is commanding, like you're going to be a chicken, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and using little details and commands, then the person is going to accept that perceived notion as their personal reality, and they themselves might act like a chicken. Why? Because they want the experience to begin with, and they're super relaxed, and their mind is just open and accepting things. However, it is them doing it because I can't make anyone do it. They are choosing to have the experience. They are choosing to engage in their creative mind and to react to the command. Everyone I've ever asked, they're like, yeah, I felt influenced to do it, but if I really tried, I could have broken free from it. Not mind control. Influence, but not mind control. Martial arts. You not under quarantine? I am. We just started our first virtual martial arts class today. About 45 minutes long. We basically did some basic back kicks, front kicks, jab, reverse punch, tiger claw, tiger mouth, and then we did some shadow boxing. And now my homework until Monday is to practice my forms and do basic martial arts techniques to keep myself fresh and conditioned. Well, I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for the talk. Thank you for popping in. Have you ever been asked to show up at any of the hypnosis 3-day conventions yet? If so, how was it? Yes, they do exist, different ones for different types of hypno kink and learning. At this very... Oh, God. Well, might be disconnecting, but at least they're not kicking me off and suspending my live stream like TikTok, so that's good. That makes sense. Thanks for the explanation. You're welcome. So, come to South Carolina. No. I'm on quarantine, bruh. I don't want to die. If you want, though, you can always go to my website and hire me for something. And you gotta talk to my manager about that, though. He takes care of all that stuff. I don't really travel unless I'm hired to, or unless I'm doing a big YouTube project. Which sucks because I was supposed to be in LA last week shooting a huge movie, and that was the first time in a long time I was going to travel somewhere without being paid to. I invested a lot of money into that project now, and all just sucks. But like I said, Mike, if you want to get hypnotized, I can do a personal session for you. Just let me know, brother. So have you ever been... All right, so it is almost 11:30. I did say I'd stay on for an extra half hour. So quick answer to the question, no, I've not been to a 3-day conference yet. None of the organizers have reached out to me, but someone did email me recently, I think in December, suggesting that I should come to a Hypno Thoughts Live in Vegas. Obviously, we don't know how that's going to go with everything going on in the world now, but I did have someone who was connected to Hypno Thoughts Live and said that based on everything they had seen from me, that they think I would be a good addition to come and talk to Hypno Thoughts. I would be down. That would be awesome. I haven't been to Vegas since my training when I was a teenager, so it'd be pretty cool. But no, I have not personally actively been to one. I am right now heavily focusing on marketing John Ways, and especially in this Corona time, to try to get more clients and see how to be more effective from home and online, so that way me and my manager have to do less work to get clients, and then to use what is successful in these trial and errors with business to then take that information and instill it into future HypnoKick consultations and mentorships for my students to help them be successful. Because I want to give my students what I never had, and already HypnoKick's 48-hour personalized mentorship is already way more value than I was ever given in either of my mentorships. I don't regret the mentorships. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. But I'm all about trying to provide the most value. And yeah, so right now I'm just focusing on business and trying to make it in the quarantine. Right now, TikTok and YouTube have been the way to go. So I dig it. Will do, fam. So tired now, but I don't want to move. I can understand. Thank you for your candor. Post on here when you do go to Vegas. Got you. Did you create a membership link for us on here? No, I did not. I honestly wasn't even thinking about it, but I suppose that'd be the smart thing to do, considering I'm literally creating my next Hypno Kick training on my computer as I'm talking to you guys, and I'm hoping to upload tomorrow. So let me... Okay, yes, I understand that, chat, but I want to chat now. Remember to live chat. Thank you. I know to follow your community guidelines. Bro. Okay, why can't I chat, though? All messages are available. Okay, cool. Can I chat with you guys? Why can't I chat? That's so weird. It won't let me chat? Or maybe I'm just dumb. I'm more than happy to take that explanation. Can I do anything? That's so weird. Yeah, it is. All right, so YouTube. No, I don't know why I said that. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna write it down. Now I know I have to have pen and paper. No. Yeah, so that's an interesting thing. That's a downside, or maybe I'm just dumb and don't know how to do it, but so far that's one of the only first downsides I see about YouTube live stream. So Hypno Kick.com / what am I doing? Oh yeah. Wow, John. Wow. That was a real ADD moment. Let's try that again. That'll work on paper because we can pause and look at it and screenshot it. Yes. So let's do, I just realized also that wasn't the right address. So I think it's, let me go on my computer really quick and check, just to double check with you. I did not want to click that. Let's double check to make sure I give you guys the right member. Okay, so it's members, right? Members? Question mark? Yeah, cool. Cool. Want. Whoa, what? Bravo, John. Making a membership? No, I already have a membership area. So, Tessa, so I already have, so hypnokick.com for the past 3 years has been the site where a lot of people who speak with hypnotists want to learn hypnosis, but I realize like very few hypnotists had their own stuff. Like a lot of hypnotists have online trainings, but they never updated it. So I created hypnokick.com and I have a members area where members can sign up for $30 a month. It's like the Netflix of hypnosis. Every single month, I either come out with a brand new hypnosis training, and currently we're coming out with a virtual hypnosis training to help people hypnotize other people for comedy or therapy over the internet during this Corona time, so it's helpful. So every month you either learn a brand new hypnosis training or I update a training you already have, so that way every month you're getting value out of it, and every training gives you insight on how to use the training to make your money back. So if you're an active member, your training literally pays for itself. Otherwise, it's just a cool hobby. Make sure to write it backwards because it might be backwards if you write it normally, or unless he is backwards and we are forwards. I'm gonna write it normally and then reverse the camera because I'm a smart little peanut. Did you study Milton Erickson? No, not personally. I've looked into some of his stuff. So the primary training I have is from Anthony Jackman of the UK Head Hackers. That is my primary training. And then I looked at some of his online stuff as well. And I looked at some of my now business coaches stuff years ago. But I have not personally taken pretty much many other trainings other than what I've already taken. But I'd like to take Mark Savard's in the future, as I've said before on the stream, because I respect Mark, and he's actually a good quality hypnotist and high quality, and I want to go under someone I respect versus someone who's more of a marketer and businessman, I won't say who, than a hypnotist. Because there are many hypnotists who market themselves and like, oh yeah, I can teach you this, I can teach you that. But then I see their actual show and I'm not impressed with their actual show in comparison to my show. Mark Savard, Savard. Using your brain. I'm trying. All right, so here it is. Members dot hypnokick.com / if I can spell that word right. I should not have quit school. Excuse me, get out of my way. Thank you. Sizzle. I almost spelled it wrong. Wow. So there we go. I'm going to screenshot this. Kids, I'm going to put this up for you. Whoop. So there we go. There is the website URL. Right now, the full HypnoKick street hypnosis training is already fully uploaded, and you can learn how to hypnotize anyone, anywhere, anytime for fun or for some cool party tricks. And you can learn how to make some easy money like I have. And then right now I am currently working on virtual hypnosis training, which teaches you how to hypnotize anyone in the world with an internet connection over webcam. The same way that I was offering Mike earlier, and the same way I'm offering all of you next week during the live hypnosis show stream. So I'm going to take it down in case anyone hasn't recorded it yet in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. So there you guys go. We already had someone else. I think this morning I woke up and someone asked for a consultation, but I'll tell you right now, my consultations are very expensive because I'm personalizing it to you. So obviously, because of that, the average person generally can't afford it unless they're very serious about hypnosis. I think he just wanted marketing, so instead I offered him, I was like, just go to the members area. It's going to be way cheaper, and every training teaches you how to market yourself in a different way. And the live online hypnosis show will likely be through Zoom, since I already use Zoom for business and martial arts, and I already have the app and everything of mine all together on the app. So I will be able to, in fact, let's do this. Why don't I do this? This would be way smarter. Excuse my weirdness. Let's do this. Okay. So, and don't worry, I'm not going to save this live stream, so your personal information will not get out there. Let me get a pen, like an actual pen, and then everyone just comment if you want to join the actual live hypnosis show next week and you're at least 18 or older, please. And by the way, yeah, well, I guess that doesn't apply. Never mind. Yeah, as long as you're 18 or older and you want to join the hypnosis show next week, then do me a favor in a memento. I don't know why I'm looking in my drawer. My pens are literally right here. Does it work? All right. Oof, yeah. So here's the thing, Caitlin, you can join, but you have to get your mom's permission. And you got to be honest about that. You have to get a parent's permission, because that's the way we got to work that out. I will definitely want to be there. Yeah, okay, so Caitlin, OG. Caitlin was on the very tail end of my December 2019 YouTube episode. It was a good time. 16 again. So if you're under the age of 18, you have to ask your parents. I'm just going to leave the stream, not physically. I mean, I am going to leave the stream here in a few minutes, but if you're under the age of 18, you have to ask your parents, and only if they say it's okay can we talk further about it. But if you are 18 or above, please comment your email now, unless you would prefer to do it a different way. But again, like I said, I'm not recording this stream. I'm going to delete it right after. No one else is going to get your information. So the show is going to be next Thursday evening. So basically like in a week from today. And since I have martial arts at 8, I think, It will likely be either about 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. right after my martial arts. But yeah, I'm ready. If you guys are comfortable and willing to comment, then I will write your stuff down and I will put you on the email list so that way you will be sent the special code to enter into the live stream. And join us and get hypnotized for a YouTube episode. I'm going to hypnotize you. It's going to be a special kind of episode. I think you're really going to like the way we put it together. It's different than anything I've done so far, in a sense. So it should be a fun time. And then after this, I do have to go, and I do have to start on my next hypnosis training and lesson. I'm 45, but I look like I'm 28 in person. I've been tranced before, been told I'm hyper suggestible. I'd love to have you on stream then. By all means, come and hang out with us during the show. Come and hang out. Yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. No, I know the perfect way. Do not write your email if you do not feel comfortable. I have the perfect thing you can do right now. Yes, I have the perfect way that I can get your email without you having to expose it. No, you don't even got to do that. I'm going to give you guys a way right now that not only, because remember I said pre-sale tickets are $10 at least. So I have a way for you guys to get pre-sale tickets right now and solidify your spot right now. And so that way I'll have your number, I'll have your email, and I can email you the link to join, and we will have, yeah, everything will be taken care of. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't think about this before because I'm ADD, that's why. I just got excited, sorry. When I get excited, I start talking fast. Come on, there you go. All right, is that gonna be obnoxious? Yeah, that's gonna be obnoxious. I'm gonna rewrite that because there was a bunch of writing there and I don't want you guys to get too distracted. All right, I'm gonna write right here. Here we go. Got it. I got it. I promise I'm adulting. It's working. I swear to God. I swear on my mom's future grave. It is working. That was kind of morbid, but that's what I say, so you know I'm not joking. All right, here are the pre-sale. Here's the link to the pre-sale tickets. Whoop. So you can either type that in now or screenshot it or write it down or do whatever you got to do. I'm going to go like this so you don't see that black ink through the paper, because this right here is the actual link that you need to use. And when you do that, not only will you be automatically set to be an attendee in the hypnosis show next week, I will have your email that I can personally email you with the access link to actually join on the night of. Yes, $10. So paypal.me/JohnWays/10. You can't read that? This looks pretty clear to me. Try to screenshot it maybe. Because I could do that, but then you just have to turn your phone sideways, and that's kind of obnoxious. Try to screenshot it though, maybe that'll help. Maybe it's because of the light, I don't know. But there you go. Screenshot if you can't. I mean, I think phones and computers can both screenshot, so it should work for you. Taking it down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there you guys go. There is the access link to join next week's thing. It'll be me and my student and colleague, Hypnotist Drew, or he likes to be called Hypnotic D. It'll be me, John Ways, and Hypnotic D. It'll be next Thursday. The time has not yet been fully decided, which is going to be something that we will update you with probably by the end of this weekend, so you'll be prepared by the time it comes. You are more than welcome. Thank you for coming on here and expressing interest. I probably would have forgotten about all that and not provided you guys any of this information if you didn't do so. So there's your information to learn hypnosis, since we're all in quarantine and learning a new school would be helpful. It also can make you some more money the way I teach it. And there's your access link to join the live hypnosis show. And again, if you're under the age of 18, please ask your parents. Although I will be going through a double verification process with those under the 18 to ensure that you are allowed to be on the stream with me. Thanks, as in our emails, or here. I will personally email you after you go to that link and pay the $10 fee. That will be your access. That will be your access ticket, is paying that fee through that link. And then I'll have your email, and then I will email you all information after that. Will I see full induction? Full induction. If you're talking about training, yes, my training offers the inductions that I use and teaches you yourself how to use them. And then as far as the actual hypnosis show, I mean, there's not going to be much of a flashy induction per se because it's virtual, so it won't be too amazing. But there are inductions in each scenario. Yills. Thank you, you as well, Kiki. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go. Plus, I really have to go to the bathroom, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you guys. Thank you all 10 of you who actually came and consistently stayed and hung out for a total of 91 minutes and 37 seconds. Appreciate your faces. Shout out to Tessa for being my first OG gangster donator on YouTube Live. Appreciate it. Love it. And yeah, I'll be coming on here more often to just talk with you guys, hang out, do magic. Oh, I lied. I said I was going to do magic trick. I didn't do shit. Hold on. Holdy on. Let's try to come up with something real quick. Shut up, Caitlin. Manamana. You say that you're gonna do a magic trick and then you don't do anything. Why are you like this? Oh dear Lord. Alright, so gravity. They say gravity makes things go down. I say that in the nicest way. I know, I got you. They say gravity, because of physics and gravity, that gravity is the reason that things go down. However, have you ever seen gravity reverse? Have you ever seen gravity make things go up? And it is an ungimmicked poker chip. Nothing special about it. No strings or magnets on my hands. And no, I do not just throw it up if that is your educated guess. That's what everyone thinks. That's not the case. So there's a cool little trick I haven't done in a while. Took forever to learn. Kind of a pain in the butt. But oldie but a goodie, right? Kind of cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You had it in right hand. No, there was no switch. It literally went from my bottom hand into my right hand. I did not have it in here. False accusation. False accusation. Glad you like that, Kiki. Shania. Ether? What? Question mark? Huh? What? Was ist das? It's like one of the only German things I know. Was ist das? I'm ripping things up. Magic is just like hypnosis. Kind of. Well, now I'm curious what you mean by that. So tell me what you mean by that really quick, and then lots of misdirection. No, correction. Magic is misdirection and tricking the mind. Hypnosis is helping and guiding the mind. So where hypnosis guides you, magic confuses and tricks you. But hypnosis guides you in a direct line. Magic tries to distract you every which way. That's why I think it's funny that people, and I made an episode on this last month. I said people like magic and they like being deceived. Think about that. If you like a magician or a mentalist, you are literally admitting to like being deceived, and yet you're scared of hypnosis, which actually helps guide your mind and improve your mind and your body. So people's perception is kind of warped if you think about it. Nope, just one coin. Just one coin. Just one. One coin. Empty hand. Empty hand. One single black poker chip. Ooh, shit. That's terrible. So I'm going to put my hand up here and put the hand with the coin down here so you know I don't have any coin in here. No coin. No coin. Okay, no coin. And then Oops. And then, wow, now I suck at it. That's why you're not supposed to do magic twice, because it doesn't work like that. Go for it. And that time was this far apart. No camera tricks, no gimmicks, just my hands and one coin levitating from bottom to the top. Just physics. How is that physics? Well, then I would have to tell you how the trick is done. But hypnosis can be used to confuse someone into trance. I know, I was the subject of that. It can be, but that's not how, a confusion induction is not necessary. And the idea and purpose behind hypnosis is to help guide your mind. The idea and purpose behind magic is to trick your mind and mislead it. So they can both have similar nuances about them, but they are not meant for the same purpose. They can be also combined, but again, the general idea and purpose behind each of them isn't quite the same. Sorry, I can't English right now. Dude, I can barely English as it is because of ADD. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night. I will see all of you at a later date and time, whenever that happens. See? Confusion. Fair. All right. I see you. All right, you guys have a good day or night wherever you are. And if you're signed up to the hypnokick.com email letter, I hope you enjoyed tomorrow's lesson as well as the brand new hypnosis training I'm bringing out. You guys have a good day or night wherever you are. And above all, as I always say on YouTube, live limitless. And as I'm starting to say on my live streams, wash your damn hands, sanitize yourself, wipe your butt, stay healthy, and stay safe. And Trex, it's called, no, I don't just throw it, brother. It's called the muscle pass. Go research the muscle pass. It's an actual thing that magicians do. All right, you guys have a good night.